So I figured before I talk about the live action film, I go back and talk about the Lynda Carter Wonder Woman show. So, in case you don't know, I am Joshua, aka Future Filmmaker 39480 here once again, and I am talking about the Lynda Carter Wonder Woman show that ran in the 1970s. Now, here's the story. My mom, she grew up with this series. She likes Lynda Carter, and when I told her that they were making a Wonder Woman movie, my mom, she was curious on who was going to play her. Then I told her the actress who would play her in the movie. Then I decided to watch the Wonder Woman show. So, let's talk about this. Now, the show has origins back in 1975 with a movie entitled The New Original Wonder Woman, starring Lynda Carter, and then they had a TV movie with Wonder Woman starring Kathy Lee Crosby. And then they had early attempts like Who's Afraid of Diana Prince, and then also the Wonder Woman TV movie with Kathy Lee Crosby. And so it originally aired. The pilot originally aired back on March 12th, and it was repeated on August 21st. And so they didn't pick up the pilot. And so the part of the character Wonder Woman Diana Prince was given to Lynda Carter. Now, that's the basic background history of this show. Now, let me just say, the show is good. All 3 seasons are good. During season 1, I like this. And so, season 1 is basically when you have a lot of cool things happen in the show. There are some changes that were made between the show. Of course, some of those changes were General Blankenship's secretary providing YN1 with Prince with a subordinate. You also had Drusilla, aka Wonder Girl, and her earliest acting, played by Deborah Ringer, and her earliest acting roles. And you basically, you just had a lot of stuff. And the transformation sequences that changed Diana Prince to superheroine, also you go, everyone knows that. And that was pretty cool. And so honestly, the spinning transformations, they were also incorporated to the comics and Justice League Unlimited. And so that was pretty cool. And then you also have the Magic Lasso. And just, that's how the basic Eliza. And during this season, she has powers to impersonate everyone's voice. She didn't use, and some, that's basically and she goes to World War I in season 1, and by Steve Trevor, and she helps. So yeah, that's basically season 1, and that's the basic story here. And season 2, we have Princess Diana aging slowly because of her Amazon nature, and she returns from Paradise Island after a 35-year absence, looking virtually the same to become an agent with the Interagency Defense Command, IADC, a CIA, FBI type organization fighting crime, criminal organization, and the occasional alien invasion. And Steve Trevor is not in the second season. He died in the 30-year interim between the first 6 seasons, but the actor who played him, Lyle Wagner, remained with the series, playing Steve Jr. And so I like that, and all the action is cool. And season 3, I'm not going too in depth on season because I don't want to make this too long, but season 3, there were other changes to Teenage Eyes. They redid the title theme, comic, and also episodes geared to like skateboards, roller coasters, all that stuff. So yeah, so honestly, that was pretty cool, and so yeah, that's and in the in this season, Wonder Woman's still fighting crime. So yeah, so yeah, that's basically the story of the. But also, I have to say that. Let me just say, I love the Wonder Woman show. This show was fun. It's cool. It is awesome. This show was still good. Originally, the ratings were not that good, but they were still. ABC still wanted a TV show to come, and then another pilot was in, and so they did it differently. And so let's just talk. First of all, again, Lynda Carter was a great choice to play Diana Prince Wonder Woman. So it was no surprise that she had and I couldn't have thought of someone better. I thought she was really good. I liked her on the show a lot. She was really hot in the costume. So, with all that respect, I have to say Lynda Carter did a great job. And it was funny seeing her on season 2 of Supergirl. And I just said that's the original Wonder Woman. And so yeah, you also have Beatrice Cohen, Etta Candy. She's only in season 1 to provide comic relief. She's the secretary of Phil Blankenship, played by Richard Estham, who works for the War Department during the early years of World War II, and he's only in season 1. And Lyle Wagner is Steve Trevor. I liked him, and so yeah, he was cool. And the deaf Steve, I liked him. He was really good. I thought him and Lynda Carter were really good together on the show. And Deborah Winger in her first appearances, aka as Drusilla, aka Wonder Girl. That was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome. Seeing a familiar face on a show. You also had Cloris Leachman as Queen Hippolyta. Just this show had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun watching the show. It was a lot of action, a lot of acting. I just liked the effects. The effects were before the computer age, so you had so it was just opticals and stuff, so they were able to make the effects. And I have to say, the costume of Wonder Woman looks very accurate to its source material. And every time you see Lynda Carter on the show, it's really fun. I really do have to say that they put a lot of heart, put a lot of effort into the show, and so honestly, I give them credit for that. And there are just a lot of fun moments, and I even watched a documentary on the show after watching the seasons, and it was pretty cool. I don't have the whole series on DVD, but that's none of your concern. But I just thought the show was really good. I had a lot of fun. The action scenes are cool. The music is very cool. It's 1970s Wonder Woman music, but it's still pretty fun and pretty awesome. And as I was watching this, I was also thinking about the live action film, and I was saying to myself, this new Wonder Woman movie has a lot to live up to, and surprisingly, it is living up to its expectations. A lot of people are loving the movie. There are only a few people out there who don't like this movie and the Wonder Woman movie, and I will talk about that in my in-depth spoiler-filled review coming up. So I have to say that they did a really good job for the show in the 1970s. This is just a fun show, and Wonder Woman, the series, if you haven't watched it, I recommend you watch it. I'm going to give the Wonder Woman show with Lynda Carter, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it my JD Rainbow Seal of Approval, because that's how much I enjoyed the show. So, guys, that was my thoughts on the 1970s Lynda Carter TV show. Let me know what you guys think of the show down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What would how did you get into the character of Wonder Woman? Because me, I personally got into the character by watching Justice League on TV, and so and let's talk about the Lynda Carter show, and stay tuned for my spoiler-filled, in-depth review of the Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot. It's gonna be fun because that movie is my most anticipated from the year, and it delivered. So, if you like this, you can click here, and we can all have a good time.